Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Impactful Gems. And for those of you all who are new, welcome to my channel. Glad to have you here. Today, I want to talk about love bombing. Are you being love bombed? What is love bombing? For those of you all who don't know, love bombing is actually a term that is used for usually within narcissistic relationships. Okay. And it is when a person in the beginning of a relationship, we're talking about male and female here. That's we're going to stick to that. In the beginning of a relationship where they shower you with gifts. They take you on these big trips. Is I found out it's different types of love bombing, and I'll go over that in a minute. But they take you on the big trips and the dinners, order anything on the menu, um, buying you gifts, doing all these grandiose things, right? In the beginning, showering you, right? And you almost start to feel like, are they really trying to buy me? Like, what's happening here? Because it happens at the beginning of a relationship, okay? With when you're dealing with a toxic person, and what'll happen a lot of times they'll be really smothery, want to be up under you all the time, sending you roses to the job, or it is happening really fast. I'm talking about, have you all ever been in a relationship where you're like, wait, hold up, this is kind of happening kind of fast, and it feels kind of uncomfortable. Um, that's what love bombing is, and what I've learning more about this actual topic is that it's actually a grooming process. So it's a grooming process within a toxic relationship. So you know how usually when you hear grooming, you think about kids, or when you hear people that talk about kids that have been sexually abused or things like that, you hear them talk about there was a grooming process because kids can, they're vulnerable. They're young, they're naive, they don't know. And so that's what predators do. They groom the kid, to get them to trust them. So love bombing is actually a grooming process. Guess what? It's a grooming process to destroy you. Absolutely. It's a process where um, to get you to drop your guards, right? So that, they can, kind of get in there, right? And then once you drop your guard, I got her, or I got him, right? So that is what love bombing is. I don't know if you all have ever experienced it or if you know somebody that has, but it goes very quickly in the relationship. And you'll start to see. Now, here's the thing about love bombing, it only can last, usually lasts between, because I studied this, and yeah, unfortunately, I've been in a love bombing relationship. So for those of you all who are new to my channel, this is this channel is real. I mean, I'm talking about things that I've been through or people that I know has been through them. Okay, so it's really to this channel is really to help you, hopefully inspire you to think about different things in order to help us to live the lives that God has created us to live, right? Which is the good life, peaceful and joyful, and becoming the best version of ourselves, right? So here's what happens in the love bombing stage. Because it's going so quick, what happens is you typically ignore the red flags because it's going so fast. And so you can ignore the red flags because all this stuff is happening. They may introduce you to their parents or their family, or and so you're thinking, oh, okay. So it's one of those things that I just wanted to bring that up because it's very important. Because here's the thing: you have that stage, then what happens is once they got you, so to speak, you go through there's another phase where it's called discarding, and they'll start to find your faults quickly and point them out to you in a nasty way. Okay. They'll start to discourage you, start to minimize your accomplishments, and you'll start to see a lot of different things. But I want to go back. I want to go back because I want to talk about um, you have the grandiose love bombing, which is what I was talking about, the trips and the big dinners and the gifts and all of that, right? Then you have the quiet love bombing where it's more subtle. And so it may come with the gifts and things like that, but you'll hear with the subtle love bombing, it's like well, narcissists, they always try to play the victim anyway, but it's more subtle, especially when you're getting to know someone. When you start to hear them say things like, "Oh yeah, my family did never liked me, or they were jealous of me," or okay, that may be true, but okay, but they're always playing the victim. It becomes more subtle. So it's not this big, grandiose type, put stuff on Facebook. Yeah, we were in Cancun and, all of this stuff. Okay, we done flew around the country and I just been knowing you 3 weeks. Okay. It's not like that. A lot of times with the subtle um, love bombing. So I've heard a lot of different stories. And like I said, I've been love bombed, so I know what it feels like. But it's very important to take notes. The other thing that they will do when they're love bombing you, they'll put you on a pedestal, right? So y'all know what happens with a pedestal, right? Be careful when they put you on a pedestal quickly, because guess what? You're gonna get knocked off, and it does not feel good. Getting knocked off a pedestal is not pleasant. So be very careful when they put you on a pedestal, oh yeah, a lot of the compliments. You the best looking girl I ever been with, or you okay. You just a lot of the all this, all that, right? Lips can lie, right? Okay. So just yeah, I just yeah, y'all don't get love bombed. I'm telling you. Now, here's the thing. I must say, we all probably going to experience it at some point in our lives, at least once. But let me tell you, once you see it, I only thing I could do is encourage you to pay attention because it's almost like with the love bombing, you don't know. How do you know? In the beginning of a relationship, you don't. Anytime you're dating, you're taking a risk, right? Come on now. But my goal hopefully is to encourage you to really pay attention and not ignore these things. Because I'm telling you, when it gets into the devaluing, oh, that's the other thing. The devaluing you and getting because see, it's rolling into you being a prey, right? It's rolling, it's grooming you to ultimately destroy you in terms of um messing with your self-esteem, um, and making you feel like crap. That could be real subtle too. Now, sometimes, hopefully, so now not every narcissistic relationship starts off with love bombing. So I'm not saying that, but a lot of them do. And so when they start to do these things, the discarding and the minimizing, and when you start to see their attitude change. So y'all know, have y'all ever been to how you go to a car lot? Have y'all noticed that, the car salesman, they all on you when you walk into the lot. What you want? Like you to pray, right? So they want to know, they coming to you like, oh. what type of car you want? All that. Have y'all noticed that when they get you, when it goes into the, like say you're financing or whatever, it's kind of like, oh, they got you. They on to the next person. Think of it like that. Think of that example when it comes to love bombing, and once your guard is down, hmm when you start to see the attitude change, when they calling you with an attitude, texting you with nasty messages, just trifling stuff, mean, that's a problem. That's a problem. Get out, because it's only gonna get worse. I'm telling you right now. So y'all, just wanted to get on here and ask y'all, are y'all being love bombed? And if you are, take evaluation. Listen, because if you're dealing with that and you start to see all these things that follow, time to go. Put on your Nikes. I'm not even kidding. All I could do is encourage you all. I don't know y'all, most of y'all, but I just want to encourage you all. Don't be a victim of love bombing. Okay, do your research. So much stuff out there about it. Um, it's no reason for us not to be educated about what we're dealing with. So many years, even the word narcissism is new. I mean, fairly what within the past 20 years. But people grew up with it all the time. We didn't know what it was. What is it? Like, oh, that's what it was. Because there was no name for it. But now there's no reason for us not to get educated. So, all right, y'all, love yourself. Don't get love bombed. Don't get abused by anybody. You are not a garbage can. Okay. And if people have not dealt with their own issues, that's their problem, not yours. All right, y'all. Take care. Um, love yourself. Like, subscribe, share, comment. All right. See y'all in the next video.